Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors, America's only daily outdoor TV show. Your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. I'm glad you're here this morning. As you can see, we're in Studio B, and you know what that means, a special guest. But first, let's take a look at our weather. We got some more beautiful Chamber of Commerce weather. High today, it's going to be 73, low 54, and the water temperature now at the end of the pier, this is government issued temperature is 62. I laugh about it because you look on TV, different reports, I've seen anywhere from 63 to 66, but it's wherever you take it. So we always come in consistently at the end of the pier. So it's 62 right now. But they have been catching a few Spanish. We talked about that yesterday. The river readings, take a look at the Apalachicola Bluntstown. It's 15 and a half. It is pretty high right now. It's going to be dropping out for the weekend, and it's going to be still high. But at the Choctawhatchee, you look at the Choctawhatchee at Caryville, it's at an 8.4, and this weekend is going to be beautiful on the Choctawhatchee River system. If you get a chance to get on the river, you're going to see some budding out flowers and everything. It's going to be a good weekend to be on the river. Our tide chart brought to us by Kent Forest Lawn right there on 23rd Street. Good strong tides. The low tide will be this morning at 5:39, and it's coming in to 8:41 tonight. So this is unusual. We have an incoming tide, and it's going to be aided by a south-southeast wind coming in about 11 or 12. So those Spanish will be coming in through the pass, especially on the strong tides now, and it's spreading out into the bay. So it's going to be a good situation. If you take off work, tell your boss that Coach Chester said those Spanish are in, and see if he can give you half a day off. He probably will. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks, and welcome to a new member of the Panhandle Outdoors team. We've got a new advertiser here, Drew Pollard. Drew,
yes, sir.
Welcome, buddy.
Thank you, thank you.
We're so glad to have him. You can see the hat right there, Gulf Coast Air Conditioning.
Yes, sir.
And I've known Drew since he was this high, and his wife Jenna and the family. These are local folks and hard-working folks, and I'm just so tickled. And well, they're going to come on and advertise. They're going to bring us the weather every morning. I know you watch the weather because it's very important to us outdoorsmen. So, Drew, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born and raised here in Panama City. Went to Mosley High School like most people around here, and I started working in the air conditioning business when I was 14. I used to walk from Mosley High School to my uncle's shop there on 77 next to Sandy Seed and Feed, or catch a ride if I could.
Wow.
So, and then I had a vision to start my own, and 4 years ago, that's what I did.
This is awesome. This is the American dream right here. You're talking about small business and locally owned and this kind of stuff and all. And Drew, at 14 years old, now he's walking after school. Now you don't hear that story much anymore.
You don't see that anymore.
You really don't. So you started, and you got a great company.
Yes, sir.
Carrier Air Conditioning.
Yeah, we're Carrier dealers.
Yeah.
Right here local. So, we service Gulf County, Bay County, Washington. Mm-hmm. We go towards Walton County. So we can go anywhere in the state of Florida. We're state licensed contractors.
Oh, that's awesome, man. And what's great, you learn at a young age, and you learn what to do, what not to do. You learn from good people.
Yep. And a lot of you don't see that anymore. A lot of people don't learn trades. You know, tradesmen are kind of fading out, which is unfortunate because we need tradesmen.
Oh, I know, big time. And here's a classic example now. His office is located right there for you folks in Southport, sort of an area the old men's club, the Civic Center now, I guess.
Right there, the community center.
Community center.
Yep.
Right across the road from there.
Right across the street from that, right off 77.
Yeah. So we got some pictures, but tell us about your family.
Well, I got a wife and 2 kids. Got Talon. He'll be 9 in May.
We got all kind of pictures to show you. So go ahead and tell us about Jenna.
And Jenna, we've been married for 3 years now.
Yep.
I believe. Hopefully, I'm right. But
hopefully you are.
Yeah, we got little Hayes. He'll be 2 in July. So they're really.
We'll just go through there, Jenna, right there.
Yeah, there's Jenna, and that's we just won the Lynn Haven Flag Football Championship. Talon was a quarterback, and he was super excited.
I follow them on Facebook. Sometimes I just crack up in a big smile when I see the things they're doing because it's such cool stuff.
Yeah, there's some family pictures we took in the great state of Weewall.
All right.
So that was a nice place.
What were you doing down that way?
Oh, well, that's where the photographer wanted us to go, so that's where we went.
That's a good place to go.
Yep. That's up in one of the sandhill ponds at a buddy of mine, Jason Strickland's place.
Oh, man.
Them boys are always smiling.
Oh, look at that. I love that.
That's a picture we took. I forget where we was at, but I think we was eating oysters for that 30A oyster guy.
Now, Jenna's an outdoor girl, too, isn't she?
Yes, she's outdoor. She don't go hunting. She don't like the cold, but she'll fish now. She likes to fish. So there's Talon playing baseball here in Southport, and Hayes, he cheers his Bubba on for sure.
We call him Bubba.
Bubba,
Right, there you go. Got life jackets on.
Got life jackets on. We're there on the lake trying out the new boat. That was in Deer Point. That was nice afternoon.
Cool.
And that's another 30A oyster. We're eating oyster. Town loves oysters. Man, he'll eat you out of house and home.
Well, you got to get him a little more oyster bags.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, some pictures we took.
Okay.
Beautiful family.
Okay. Now let's go. Okay, before we get into what I love about watching y'all doing so much stuff with the family. Playing ball.
Always.
Y'all work hard.
Always.
But you're doing so much family stuff.
Yeah, and that's I was raised by my grandfather my whole life, and so I know how much family means, and I really want to provide that for my children. Be there for everything. I don't miss anything unless I'm hunting.
Yeah.
So, but yes, I want to be at everything I can, every school function, all that.
That's awesome.
And I tell my guys that too at work. Hey, if you got a school function, don't miss it. I want you to be there for your kids.
Good for you.
Because that comes first. Family's first.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, look at here. We're gonna let's talk a minute about some of the work y'all do. Just let's got a couple pictures on this. So tell us.
That's a commercial unit we put. That looks like overall looks like maybe Taco Casa or something. We put some units on the Walmart Plaza and Publix Plaza on 23rd Street.
Wow. So y'all do those big, really
we
big
do
jobs.
Commercial and residential.
And this unit right here.
Same thing. That's right there. That same plaza. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And that's Alan. He's my lead foreman on my new construction crew. He's putting in a stovepipe on a new construction house. We do new construction as well as existing construction.
Oh, so you cover it all then?
We do it all. We do it all. We try to.
That new construction's going on then.
There's a lot of house building. That's Mr. Edgar. He's on that same crew. He's putting some mastic on, which is some sealant that they put on the ductwork and stuff.
All right. And then
that's Mr. Johnny. He's building the ductwork. So we have a machine at our shop that we put measurements in, and it cuts that board. That way you can fold it 4 ways and put it together.
That's how that works. It folds over.
Yeah, folds over. Has a flap on it. Folds over. You staple it, tape it, mastic it, and seal it up.
See, I thought it all came in like one size. You had to fit it in there.
No. There's a math to it.
There is
Yeah, they have something called a duckulator.
Okay.
And you have to add up CFMs and static pressure. There's a lot to it.
I know y'all don't know that either.
You can't just go to Home Depot and grab some flex or something and run it because it won't work.
It won't. That's what everybody did. But it's customized.
Yeah.
All right. And what's cool, when y'all doing your work, your crews are pretty well on top of everything, aren't they?
Yes, sir. Without good people, you have nothing.
That's cool.
And that's the thing. It starts with a good team.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
and he's been part of a Panhandle Outdoors team now. We're excited about having him. Let's take a big break and we'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, folks. Well, glad to have Drew Pollard with us, Gulf Coast Air Conditioning, and they're going to be one of our new sponsors, be a part of the Panhandle Outdoors team, and we'll have to get you some caps and shirts and decals and all that.
Definitely.
But let's talk about some things coming up. We got a youth turkey hunt.
Youth turkey hunt.
And we haven't talked about it yet.
Starts this weekend.
Drew reminded me of it before it came on air. So what's your plans?
We're going Saturday morning. I got a buddy of mine, I don't know if Alan Hood's coming in from Texas.
No, Alan,
and
yes.
We're going to take my oldest turkey hunt and try to get his first turkey.
Now, where we all go? What area?
Up in Sunny Hills.
Yeah.
You got a little place up there, little honey hole.
Man. All right, listen, who's going to be doing the calling?
Well, it just depends. I'm sure we'll do, everybody, Talon won't be calling, I can tell you that.
No.
But either me and Alan both will be trying to do a little combo, 1-2 punch.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Make sure you get us some pictures. And
we will. We'll take some pictures.
We'll get them on the show, too, and the pictures and all. And tell Jenna next time you come on, she's got to come with you now. She's not camera shy.
She's my better looking one. She's my better looking half. So.
Okay, and we're talking about boats now. You got a Pretty good boat. Tell us about your boat.
I mean, I just got like 2003 Hughes Redfisher, a little island hopper.
That's a good boat.
They're nice boats.
Yes, they are.
Then just got I bought one of those Prodigies.
Yeah.
It's a custom aluminum boat. It's something freshwater, but it's a duck hunting boat. It's really nice. So.
Now, you do much duck hunting?
I try to when I have time. Yeah. I didn't get to go much this year, but
well, you missed a good year because they had a good year.
I know.
Did you hear about it?
Yeah, I heard about it. I heard them shooting all the time, so I was too busy working.
Well, I was surprised they did that well and all. I really was.
I was too. A few years ago we had a really good year in the bay. A lot of redheads. And then I think this year was the same way.
Exactly.
So that cold weather really pushed them down.
I was so tickled to see it. And speaking of hunting, now we've got some more pictures and all. So let's show some. These are some nice bucks right here. Tell us about this one.
I killed that deer in Jackson County. I hunted him all year, and I finally shot him about 9:15 in the morning. I was almost about to get down and look up, and he come running to me, and I was so excited. Talon was he went to preschool, and I went and got him out of class and got him. And
there you go.
Brought him to the truck. And like, you guys, I got him, buddy.
He got a big old smile on his face.
Yeah, he was excited.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that's a gator that Jeffrey Reynolds and I killed. We killed that here local in Bay County, and we brought him home. And Talon was the first one to get on him.
How's Jeff Reynolds doing?
He's Jeffrey Reynolds.
Jeff Reynolds.
He's Jeffrey Reynolds.
Okay, what we got here?
That's some deer we killed in Bonifay on our deer lease up there. I shot one of them, and then the other one stood there, so I figured I might as well go and shoot him. That was right after the hurricane.
And that put some meat in the freezer.
Yeah, put some meat in the freezer. That was Talon's first offshore trip. Old Mr. Robbie Brown took us on his boat, and first drop, Talon caught a grouper.
Look at that.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
No.
But it was a calm day. It looked like a pretty good day.
Yep, it was nice. That was some brim we caught up in a pond up in New Hope.
Oh, yeah.
That place is loaded, old Cypress Pond.
Oh, yeah. You talk about dark color.
Yeah,
That's some old Cypress Pond.
Man, we loaded up on big ones, too.
That's cool.
That's Hayes. I killed that buck there in Bonifay, just south of Bonifay. That's
a nice buck.
That's that one I killed last year, that one with all the points.
Yeah. I remember we showed that.
They make fun of me. I call him a 16 point.
Well,
I count all of them.
Yeah, that's 16.
So,
yeah, okay.
That's Hayes. That's another buck I killed that same year. He's probably had his hands on more bone than most grown men in the first couple of years.
There you go.
A spring gobbler. I chased that turkey all year long.
Really?
Them turkeys are smart.
They're real smart.
Man, if they could smell, you wouldn't see one. I don't think.
That's true. That's the truth.
So,
that's pretty.
Yeah, we had a good time.
All right.
There's us on the redfisher there in the lake, just going for a
big old
boat
smile on their face.
Yeah, them boys are always smiling. That's what I love about them.
There you go.
Talon caught this bass right here in my wife's great grandparents' pond I think it was like a Zebco, and he just had a worm. He was flipping it out, and I said, just reel it in slow. And he come hollering and screaming and had it pulling up the hill, and it come off, and it was flopping down the hill, and I had to get down in the water and get him.
He saved him.
He saved him. It was a big old fish.
Well, I hear stories like that all the time about accidental catches or whatever, but with kids doing that, but it counts.
It counts, yeah. That's Talon with a big snapper that he caught. That one about pulled him in the boat, or in the water off the boat.
That's a nice snapper. Yeah. Well, he's got a good resume.
He loves to fish. That's Talon killed his first deer this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he killed his first deer with a little 243 single shot. Dropped it right in their tracks. He was shaking.
Oh, I bet he was.
He was shaking like crazy.
Nice shot.
Yep, dropped it right in their tracks.
As you can see, what kind of outdoor family Drew had right there. Just love to have a passion for outdoors.
Yeah, my uncle, he really installed that in me. He was like a father to me growing up, and he really taught me the outdoors, and he was real lucky. He always killed some really big deer, and I think he passed that on to me a little bit from what I hear.
Yeah. Well, I've always had a part of DNA because my dad passed fishing on to me, and the thing about it though is something you passing on down to your kids.
Yeah, I really that's what I try to do. Because a lot of kids these days they don't do that type stuff.
Tell them about it. That's why we encourage things like the youth turkey hunt. We encourage you to get out and do stuff like that. This past week, we were at up at Lake Seminole at Sneeze Landing with the high school and middle school bass tournament. By the way, we'll have that video on Friday's show. A lot of y'all were looking
And that's a good thing. I like seeing that, especially offer scholarships for those kids.
Drew, those boys were coming from all over the state of Florida, just like the big boys, and it really is cool. All right, let's take our final break. We'll be right back with Drew. Welcome back. Here we Drew Pollard having a great time. We're so glad to have him. This is like the American dream. At 14 years old, leaving school from Mosley, walking up the road, working at a granddad shop, learning the trade, and then working hard and putting a business together, and now he has his own business. So we want to give him a lot of business. So make sure we have the number. They're going to start sponsoring the weather. So Drew, we're just glad to have you.
Yes, sir.
Speaking of another good sponsor, Blue Water Outriggers down in Port St. Joe. We talked about them yesterday. What a great year they're having retail-wise. Our fishing game times today, we're looking at 9:44 to 11:44 this morning, and then 10:08 to 12:08 tonight. I always ask my outdoorsmen about these fishing game times. Do you believe in these fishing game times?
They can, but you know what I always said, you can't kill them on the couch or catch them on the couch. You got to be there.
Yeah.
So when he gets hungry, he's going to eat.
Yeah, we had Daniel Cole said those exact words yesterday. You can't get them on the couch.
You can't kill them on the couch.
That's cool. I got a picture here. I knew Drew was coming on, so I do my homework. So last night I was looking up Carrier, because I'd heard about Willis Carrier, the inventor. Yep. The inventor of modern air conditioning.
Yeah, he designed the first modern air conditioner.
And then like 1905, got a patent on it in 1915 or something.
Yeah, it was a long, long time ago.
And it was interesting reading about him. So right now, keep this in mind. Carrier is American-made, American manufactured, put together, and everything's American.
Yep, right there in Tennessee.
What part of Tennessee is it?
I don't exactly know.
East or west?
It's going to be west.
West Tennessee. When did them live up there? Next time I'm up there, I might go by the plant. Ask them if they know Drew Pollard in Southport.
They probably don't know where Southport is.
Probably not. But anyway, you know what? One of the things, he was just a thinker, and I wrote down a note on him that I wrote down right here. His mom, he had problems with fractions in school. We all had problems with fractions, but his mother would cut up like apples and all, like a quarter of an apple, and say that's a quarter. And he learned from his mom cutting up vegetables and fruit.
That's crazy.
And I thought that was so cool. But he said that made a lifelong impression on him because he learned about problem solving, and that helped lead him into.
Well, that's thinking outside the box too. There.
Exactly, and that's what he did and all. So that's cool. Okay, now, if people want to get a hold of you, what are we going to do?
You can call my office, 832-0690, and we're right here in Southport. We do anything we can to help you with your air conditioning heating needs. And, you know, now's the time to get your spring tune-up. So, you know, you're starting to get from being cold outside to getting warm, so you're going from the heat to the cool, and you want to get your AC checked out because you don't want to get stuck on the weekend with no AC. You know, who wants to do that? So for the Panhandle Outdoor family, I usually charge $99 for a spring service. I'll discount it to $75. Just mention you saw it on Panhandle Outdoors, and we'll get you taken care of.
All right, I'm going to sign up.
Everybody but Coach Chester.
I got $199 special. All right. Look, you know, we're talking about like servicing your truck, changing oil in your truck and all. You got to do the same thing with stuff like that.
Yes, because our trucks are always on the road.
Yeah.
You know, they're always running, so you got to take care of your vehicles because if you don't have a vehicle on the road, you can't service your community.
And like you take care of your truck, then you got to take care of air conditioning.
Take care of your air conditioning.
I do believe in those service calls because it's a preventive maintenance.
That's what it is.
I used to, when I first saw that term, Drew, I used to think, well, they just trying to get my money and all. But then the more I got around it, that saved me money.
It depends on what they do in that preventative maintenance. So you want to make sure that they go through and check your capacitors, make sure nothing's weak, make sure your contactors aren't burnt and sticking, and just do a thorough cleaning. You know, just dusting your unit, keeping your blowers clean, and your coil, spray some cleaner on your coil and things like that. So it freshens your air up in your house, make sure ain't no mold, mildew's growing. So it is good. I used to think the same thing. They just trying to get everybody's money, but it depends on what you do. But as long as you do it correctly, it really helps out.
I think it goes back to the car warranty calls. We get when I check with my car warranty. You get those calls?
Those solar panel guys are wearing me out.
Oh, that's the next one. Yeah, that's right.
And they're using robo numbers. So you know, being in the service industry, every number that calls me, I think somebody needs an air conditioner. So I answer it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, usually if nobody's there, you hang up and I'll call it back. Well, I called one back the other day and the guy said, I said, you just called me. And he said, no, I didn't. I said, well, maybe it was a robocall. And I said, it was probably those people selling solar panels. He goes, well, I am a solar panel salesman. I said, well, I don't want one. I don't want one.
Take me off the list.
Yeah, take me off the list.
What do you find, Drew? What do you find the biggest challenge, being a small business owner and all? What's your biggest challenge usually?
The biggest challenge is finding people that want to work.
Yeah.
It's really, it's crazy, you know, and I have some good guys right now.
Yeah.
And finding good help and keeping good help is the hardest part of being self-employed.
Yeah.
And a buddy of mine, Ryan Williams, told me that when I first started.
Is that right?
He said the hardest thing you're going to have is keeping help.
Wow.
And he was right. You can get the work.
Yeah.
The work's there.
So how many do you employ? You got 3
We
or
got
4?
12.
12?
There's 12
Wow.
guys. Yeah, it's,
Hey, I know you got to have a good office lady.
Miss Jody is, she's a savior.
I'm telling you.
Yeah,
Every small business has
Yes.
has a lady like that.
She was out of town all last week, and yeah.
You were running around.
I was glad to
talked
see
him
her
last
Monday.
week. I think he had 2 calls.
I
coming.
did. I had a phone in each hand, and it was not pretty.
You appreciate her more now, don't you?
100%.
Okay, we got spring turkey coming up.
The spring turkey this weekend.
What else you got coming up this spring? What you gonna be looking for?
Well, we're going out to Texas, do a little turkey hunt, and with Mr. Allen, and I believe, and then we're going down south. Jeffrey and I, we're going to kill an Osceola.
Awesome.
Yep. So if we can get all 3 of those, I may try to go for the slam.
That would be great.
I know.
That would be
I know.
great.
I never thought that you could do something like that, but apparently you can.
Those Osceolas are special. I know.
Yeah, I've never been down there, so.
I got it. The guys on National Wild Turkey Federation and our local Stan Kirkland
Stan, yes, sir.
and Ken Paramore. They love it.
Yeah.
And
That turkey hunting's addicting.
Yeah. So we're about to wrap things up. We're so proud to have you part of us, and I got to get it served now. You want to do it this morning, or you want to call somebody?
We'll get somebody.
Oh,
over
you
here.
get somebody.
Get somebody over here.
I know Jeff's got to get one done too.
Yep,
I know some of y'all need it, so y'all give Drew a call.
We need to put air conditioner in Studio B.
I know. We you know what? We do need to put. There's a lot we need to do.
Yeah.
Studio B.
We just count your windows, see how many windows you got, get some window units in here.
We may do that. I don't know about it. But Drew, thank you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, but thank y'all for watching Panhandle Outdoors, folks. Support Drew and his business, and y'all do something good today for fellow man. Have a great day, and God bless.
Thanks for watching America's only daily outdoor TV show, Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester, featuring hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.